In this video, I want to show you how to use the Kindle keyword tool.
This video is brought to you by EpiPie's Academy.
And what I did is literally yesterday, I added this lawn care marketing to one of my books. And what's distinct about this particular keyword is that it's extremely non-competitive. If I scroll down, or even I don't have to scroll down, you see there's only 37 results in whole entire Kindle for this. Nobody is competing with me almost, and even the top book is terrible. You see, it's only got like 3.2 stars. So right away, 24 hours later, but really this happened, my book started ranking on the second page. I'll show you. This started happening within hours. This is my book, 15 Offline Marketing Strategies. Now, what's interesting about this particular book, it doesn't sell almost at all, and I don't promote it almost at all. You see, 2015 has only got 6 ratings, and when I click it, you'll see it's got some kind of it's going to have an incredibly low sales rank. Almost exactly 1 millionth sales rank, and I'll show you the sales for it just so you can see that it doesn't sell. This is the last 90 days, as you can see. And you'll see that it sold no copies, and it does have some readership on Kindle Unlimited. So this book almost does not sell anything ever. So even a really weak, unauthoritative, low-ranking book, it's able to rank, and I'll show you how I use that keyword. So if I go to my bookshelf and if I go and I edit the details, what you will see is that I added this keyword right here, lawn care marketing, precisely only for this experiment. And we can play around and search the other, like offline marketing. I think it's ranking relatively well for this, but the offline marketing keyword is a keyword that I've been trying to rank since the book started. So let's see. So you see I'm the second result, and it's actually a much more competitive result. What can we take away from this experiment that we learned? First of all, it takes time to rank. So when I choose a new keyword, let's say you in the middle of your book has been live and you did something that just like I did. You chose a keyword after you've done a lot of marketing. Well, you got to start ranking all over for that keyword. So that's a challenge. And it's way better to find the keywords early on so that you don't run into this problem, so that a lot of the marketing that I did early was wasted on this particular keyword. If I come back to KDP, what you'll see is essentially I'm targeting some phrases. Now, a keyword like for a phrase like marketing ideas, now that's really broad. The offline thing, that's what makes this book a niche, but marketing ideas, that's really competitive. And local marketing, that's also going to be pretty competitive. So try to choose the phrases early on. 2-word phrases, 3-word phrases. If you're really, really, really shooting big, 1-word phrase, and try to do that so that you will be able to get as much ranking for all the keywords out of the promotion you do, like the reviews that you get early, the sales you get early. So you start ranking for all of them. Now, there's a couple of tricks that people talk about that I haven't tried. I try not to do too many shortcut things, but there's a couple of tricks. I'm going to say they're unconfirmed, but I'll tell you it's the ideas. The first idea is that this particular 7th keyword field, and to be honest, I don't know if this is considered the 7th or this is considered the 7th, is that it's very long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to test how long is it really. So this did not work. So the tricks I read online were that one of them is about 400 characters and you can stuff keywords in there. Now, this is obviously not true because it cut me at about 49 characters. So that's one trick that doesn't work. Now, another trick that people talk about is putting a lot of keywords. For example, see how I'm putting a lot of keywords here, local marketing for a restaurant, coffee shop, store. I personally don't do this, but you can play around with it. What I find a strong strategy that I stick to is to find 7 very strong keywords that I can realistically target with this book. For example, I said this keyword in 2015, so there's some things I know now that I didn't know then. What I would do different is I would look at like lawn care marketing or maybe restaurant marketing, because those are often promoted with offline marketing strategies, right? Because this book is 15 offline marketing strategies. So really I'm targeting the keyword offline marketing, which I successfully ranked for. And I reinforced that offline marketing strategies. I didn't have a big enough variation back then of keywords that I was targeting. What I would do is maybe target a few other long tail keywords, like maybe marketing for a restaurant, marketing for a lawn care company, maybe marketing for another and another, and something that is certainly a fit for what the book is. So in this case, the keyword marketing ideas turned out to be a mistake because I think it's just going to be it's too broad, too competitive. That's not going to work. So there's room here to change that. But in general, this was always a very niche book. I never planned to make sales with it. This is actually, I'll tell you a little inside story. This is actually a part of another book. For example, my local business marketing book, this book right here, the local business marketing, this book actually, I believe, contains a huge part, if not all the part of that 15 offline marketing sales strategies, because if you saw it, it was a very short book, that 15 offline marketing strategies. So that book that I gave the example with was always meant to be a very niche. Now I'll show you another experiment. Yesterday, about 24 hours ago, I did another experiment for a niche that's quite a little bit more competitive. There's 1,000 books in this result, and it's for the word restaurant marketing. And it's with a book that's a little bit of a stronger book. It's not a world-beating book, but it's this local small business book, and you see it's on 7th page. So it's not ranking well, but it is ranking somewhere in the search. And I'll show you how this one sells. Basically, if that book was a millionth seller, this one is about twice better. See? And that's in books, and on the Kindle, it's a little better still, I think. See, it's 200,000. So it sells a little better. Again, it's not a world-beating book, but it's better. And I have that keyword that I added exactly like that, restaurant marketing. So you see, it's starting the ranking process, but it's got a long way to go because now it's on page 7. So it's not enough. And now I'll show you the reverse of this experiment. So I'm going to give you a really competitive search, start business. Obviously, in the business niche, it's one of the most competitive searches. And what you'll see is that it's got 10,000 books it's competing with. And on the second page of results, see, it's page number 2 right here, I have my book ranking for this, the business plan book. And this is a tough keyword. And I don't have this in the title, as you can see, and it's missing from the subtitle. But I do have it as an exact keyword in my keyword field. And that's the only reason it's ranking here for that. You see, having that keyword from the beginning in my keyword field actually helped me rank for this. And all I have to do is just keep on pushing the book higher and higher and higher. And I only have a few more spots, because even these two are ads. So I only have like a few more spots, 1, 2, 3, 4, to get to the front page of that search. And that's a sponsored result, but this is an organic result. So this is a real organic result. So I can go up that search, and that search is a pretty good competitive search, and I'll get a little bit more sales just because I'm targeting that keyword that I chose very ambitiously. But in the end, at some point, it might start getting me traffic and downloads. So I recommend just choosing 7 very, very sensitively and intelligently chosen and carefully chosen keywords, and that's going to be fantastic for your book to rank, because that's not all the keywords you're going to have. You're also going to have your keywords in title and subtitle, but those 7 will be a very fantastic start for you targeting the keywords.